In the beginning, we were very happy about it, but after a short time, I started being not very happy. Where are they? The Palestinians. Are they coming back? Are not they coming back? What will happen now? And the most horrible thing about it was when the war started and the Arabs were thrown out of their villages, not one kibbutz said that they don't want to take their land. Not one kibbutz. Everybody was very happy to steal their land.
After the massacre, they took the people which remained, they took them in a car and went through Jerusalem. It was very ugly. After these things, I did not know if I am a Zionist.
ارمي ابنك بالفرن اسمه حامد. قال له أنا ما برمي ابني. قال له شويه. هم ضربوا الحاج حامد على راسه ومسكوا الولد رموه بالفرن. أنا شفت هالمنظر. شفت هالمنظر ما تمش فيها حيل من مرة. يعني بعدين مسكوا الأب حطوه وراه قالوا له الحق ابنك. أنا اجيت عديت قلت هلا بيمسكوني قمت أركض.
Arabs standing between Lud and Ramle and crying they want to get back to their homes and I could do nothing. And I felt very strongly about it because I saw them standing there, no shoes, and now they have to start walking and looking for someplace else. Then came the night, and at night, I don't know how many, 15 or 16 or maybe 10, I can't remember, trucks full of people that just came on the ship from the Holocaust. And they took over the town in 5 minutes. And so the whole tragedy was there in one moment. Here are the Arabs who used to live there, and here people who come from the Auschwitz and Majdanek and all that. And they took the city.
And we came, wonderful, you came just on time. And tomorrow we are throwing out the Arabs from Beersheba. You are going to help. Of course, I'm going to help. The next day I got Irgun. We prepared several buses. I think there was 10 or 12 buses. And we called all the Arabs from Beersheba to come to the buses. And I was standing like everybody with a gun, so nobody will try to run away, and all of them will go into the cars and go to Gaza. And they are in Gaza today, until today.
It was a kind of manhunt in a way. I was very happy when Arab made it and disappeared beyond the hill.
I was lying in an ambush. These were Palestinians who came back to the fields to reap the harvest. And one of them was going in the front to make sure that the road is open. And I was lying across the road with a revolver in my hand. And as he approached me, I stood up, and he was a meter from me. He was so frightened that he embraced me. Then I became frightened. I didn't know what he has, a weapon, a revolver, a knife. So I shot at him. And that's a very strange experience. He fell to the ground from my hands. So I was killing a man point blank, just right there. I didn't blame myself. I didn't have any feeling of remorse because I had no chance. I had to do it. It was only natural that I should have reacted the way I reacted. So that's on the other hand. But I looked down on him and I said, poor fellow, you've got it. It is not so much important whether we chased them or they ran away. It's not their fault that they wanted to run away. After the scene and the fear of war, I mean, every citizen would run away. So it was not that they deserted their home. They did not deserve. They were forced to leave because of the war. And in those places where they didn't do it, we chased them out, like in Lord and Ramleh.
But of course, everyone wanted to get more land.
The fact matters that these people were suffering tremendously as they were running away. Thirst and hunger, and in the great heat, children were abandoned. And then later in the refugee camps, when they came up near Ramallah and suffered for many years and are not terribly happy even today.
In the declaration of the state, I was not happy. I did not dance, yes, and I said, it will be trouble.
Looking back, I'm still, after all those years, very much shocked, and I feel it is a disgrace on the Jewish state and of the Israelis.
And I started crying. The child needs his shoes. We need to send the shoes to the child. Where can he be?
From our point of view, it's only part of the whole story, which was basically a displacement of one nation by another that laid off territories which were wide open for millions of immigrants that started to come in the 50s to the country and were settled in those lands.
Very happy, but the Israelis who didn't fight, who were the parents and the parent generation, they were very happy because the families are now might come and there will be a state, but state is not always a great thing. Fighting for a state is much better than to have a state.